What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're here at the Modest House build. Last video we did all this weather logic. Today's video, we're now at the point where we can sheathe through this area where this house roof section has to be framed over top and two valleys put in here. So that's what this video is going to be about. We got to lay all this sheathing first, and then we'll get onto this valley set. So let's get into it. Remember when we did RRHQ? If you don't, you should go back and take a look at it because it was pretty miserable and probably funny to watch. But these details right here, where we've got this roof coming underneath this other roof, is a pain to work in. And what we decided was, you know what, we still have to do some Novacor sheathing on the wall under here. We still have to put our vapor dry on top of this section here. And instead of working under here, let's go ahead and leave this piece off. So we're going to temporarily put it on so we can just pop it off, do our work, and put it back down. So thanks for reminding me. I wouldn't have probably nailed it off, but
we probably would have started.
Let's go ahead and use this piece as a as just this will force us to not screw off. So we've got a 4-footer here. Actually, I don't even think it's 4 feet, is it? What is it?
It's like 40. Well, it's going to be 46 inches.
Yep, and we're just going to use it strictly as a spacer. So we can keep going, and then we'll just pull this out. But
could probably drop it down there.
I'm thinking I want to make sure it's as secure as possible, because if we step on it.
Yeah.
And one more. There. So that's just temporary. Now we can go about, let's get this done, huh? Okay.
For some reason I thought we were starting at the top, you know?
You gotta earn your way to the top, man.
This is already nailed though.
It is?
Yeah. I could probably
just give it a hit. That's good.
There we go. Oh. Take her in. I'll take her up.
You. That's our halfway truss.
Whoops. Oh, you already got a nail. Nice, dog.
Oh,
we did it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Pretty good, huh?
People say, how do you sheathe a roof that has a staggered joint? Aren't the sheets going to get messed up? No.
No?
Because it's 8 foot on center posts, which means our purlins are always 16 foot, which also brings up, why do you start your sheathing in from the edge? Because I had people ask me that on Instagram.
Saw that.
And there's actually a few reasons. One, because we use that alignment tool of the sheathing, but also because if we start out on the edge, it messes up the sheathing spacing so that it always falls a joint where a purlin lap is, so we can always reset and just shift our sheathing up and down. So if you didn't catch that, or if you're curious, or you were maybe wondering to yourself.
And also on this job, we're 3 inches bigger than 4 foot.
It's even more so we can't, it's not even footage really. It's a little bit weird because of our desire to have an exact 2 foot soffit with Novacor, which is an 1.5 inch sheathing. So our building grew by 3 inches. Good?
Yep. Uphill. Keep coming. Yeah, right there.
You sure?
Yep.
You positive?
Yep. About out.
Yes, I am. Did you see my intuition though? Look at it. I knew something was up.
That was pretty crazy.
And there we go, I'm out. There's my nail.
I see that.
I want to help you, dude, but you got to there you go. Did you ever know that you're my hero? Watch out there.
I see it. I see it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, buddy. Hit it.
Come on. Let's just make the walk. You like that?
Sure.
If you say so. Which one is it? It's high.
Well, it's gonna be, yeah, on our X's, you know?
I don't ever trust that with a cut sheet because, you know.
Well, I ran it the right way.
I appreciate that. Okay, so I just went ahead and set a 60 penny at my peak, and this is just to try to determine where exactly, because even though in theory it should be right on the joint here, I just wanted to kind of confirm that this lines up with all my peaks. And we know, well, you can't really see it, but when we got to this point, we are just past my center point with the sheathing, because the sheathing grows just a hair. But I'm gonna say that is probably pretty darn close, Greg.
Yeah.
Because our sheathing is just barely past.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean,
And by the looks of your string line, you could probably go uphill a little bit.
Oh, well, I'm not looking for that
I know you're
yet.
not looking at that, but that's too high.
I'm just looking to make sure that they line up with all my...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like right there, dude. I'm like right on the edge of this line, which is where I should be, but... Well, here, you can see better up here, actually, if you look. That's kind of where we want our peak to be, is right on this line. You can see how this sheathing is just going to be barely ahead of that, so. Dang it. Okay, I'll pull that purlin up. Yep. There's no, even more, if you got it, you have nothing to, yeah? Yep. It's not really doing
Right.
Okay, there.
Ugh. 25 and a half. That's gonna be 24 and probably like 5/8.
That's like 25 and an eighth. Probably go 25.
Yeah, mine's 25 and a half.
Yeah, it's 25.
So we'll go 25 and 3/8 on this side.
There you go. Hold up, let me re-grab.
Whoa, got a little top heavy.
Okay, let me come out.
Yeah, I got it.
You sure?
Just stay there. Stay there, old man.
Well, I kind of wanted to see if I put it on my marks, if it was close.
Well, you need a level for that, don't you?
No, I already got my marks. Just want to see.
Okay.
See it right here? Right here? See that?
Oh, okay.
That's 2 foot. So that'd be the outside edge. Just slide it my way.
Really
Yeah, you know what? Don't worry about it. Okay. somewhere in here. So we're just gonna set ourselves a nail. I've already kind of got a point figured out. This is just to kind of make sure that my valley set is getting installed in line with my other roof. It's gonna be tough. I could do all the math right now, but honestly, I don't want to take my hands out of my glove and have to do math on my calculator. So I'm just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. That was not good. And use a string line, because strings don't lie. Okay, so that's not gonna stay, I'm sure. This is just to verify that this string line is going right over top of these peaks. Looks really good. So the next thing I need to do is, I've already done it for the most part, is figured out where this first truss is supposed to go. From this truss right here, it's a 2-foot increment, boom, 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 and we're just gonna go right up the hill. And as long as my peaks are hitting this string line, in theory, they should be right where they are supposed to be. The one thing that I'm gonna notice right off the bat is I've already got a mark somewhere. I don't remember where I did it. It's under here somewhere. They're gonna be close to these purlins, but they're not gonna be directly on top of these purlins. And you might say, well, should you have framed something underneath this roof section so that these rafters, or trusses I should say, are gonna sit directly on some framing? I talked to my engineer when we designed these, and he said, on top of 5/8 sheathing, you're gonna be close to these purlins. It's not even a concern with this valley right here. So with my snow loads and what my conditions are. So if you're watching this and you're up in New York and you're gonna build something and you guys get a ton of lake effect snow or whatever, maybe anywhere, it doesn't matter, make sure that your design has been engineered by somebody smarter than just some YouTuber telling you how he does it. So there you go. We're gonna get these opened up and see if we can start setting them in. So that's about where it's supposed to go. Just, I think, I can't see that line. You know what, I should probably make a mark a little better. But this is basically where it's supposed to go right here. And if all things are perfect, this level, I'm sure it's not going to be perfect. Okay, this should be, in the perfect world, this should be flush. So it might mean I'm kind of, oh yeah, I am a little bit. Come on, this is really hard to do. But you get the picture. This should be flush on top of this, right here, like so. Maybe this is down just a hair. I'm gonna snap a line, actually, get a little bit of double checks. And also I'm gonna check the plan to make sure that he didn't go 2-foot center off the edge. This is set up right now as 2-foot edge, so that would actually send me up the hill more. Which, to be honest, what I did was messed up. This, you can see my line here. This is the outside of the edge of the truss. That is where this truss is gonna be measured from. Whether it's 2-foot center, which I think it probably would be 2-foot center from here. And I ran my sheathing past that because it grew as I came across the entire roof with my 1/8 spacings, just about whatever that is, 3/8. So when I put my first sheet on, I want it to hit the center of my truss over here. So hopefully, actually, I can shift this over just ever so slightly and still make it work so that this sheathing, I don't have to rip it down, it just works perfectly. So I'm gonna check my drawing to confirm the truss layout. Also, the bottom of this is pitch cut at a 412, so it's supposed to sit flush to your sheathing. Okay. So you see this truss is gonna be sitting right here, right here. It's gonna be like right along this this other purlin, and then subsequently they will get off as they go up because this is on a pitched 412, 2-foot on center, and then these are going to be 2-foot center like straight out. So it will get like a little bit higher off of this line, but not too bad. There, that's just to hold it in place. See, this should be, if you hold this up to the OSB, it should be where it's supposed to be, but it seems like we're just a little bit high. See that?
Yep.
So
Does that mean it's not level going up and down?
what's that? Well, no, because well, no, I mean, that's possible, but in theory, it should be based on if our truss is good. Okay, go ahead and throw the screw back in. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna check it. No, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
It actually worked out perfect. Okay, so I don't know if that helped us much, but it has to help us some, both on the layout of the sheathing.
What if Carl figured it from here?
Let's see. What's that?
What if Carl figured it from here?
What do you mean?
The 2 foot center.
That's what I did.
Oh, that's what he is.
That's what I just did. Here's the thing. We're going off of a truss trusses are never perfect. Even if the math is perfect, the truss can have some ups and downs. This truss could be a 1/4 inch, off, or who knows. So I'm gonna do another check just to see down here where this one kind of lines up. See? I mean, I got no problem with this one. You see what I'm saying? This is good.
Right.
So it could be the tail of the purlin itself is slightly going down.
Could be there's a crown in
See?
the...
I mean, look.
Could be there's a crown in the purlin.
Yeah. I'm not going to worry about. We're going to go off the math, and I think a 1/4 inch in this roof, nobody's going to care about. We're going to do the best we can.
I don't care about it.
Well, I know you don't care about it. Oh, dude, look at this freaking truss. Yeah, look at the top quarter of this truss.
This right here?
Yes, it goes loop. Yeah, 1000%. It just goes straight down. So it's probably never going to be, I'm going to find out where this intersects. Wouldn't it be crazy if it was like right where my string was? But it's not. Okay. You need to go up, I need to go down. Just go ahead and just slide the level your way. Hold up. Right there. You on your mark?
Right there.
Okay, so this should indicate where this valley is going to come together. So these peaks are going to line up on this string line, and the elevation, if everything is right, should be right here where this touches our weather logic. So I'm just going to make a tick mark here. All right, Greg. And we're going to snap some lines. That's going to help us define where these little trusses are supposed to go, so I'm not guesstimating. You just lift that up.
Yeah. I would love to, actually.
I know you would. That was my little chunk. All right, let's go ahead and snap this.
Is that guy going to be in the way, though?
No, shouldn't be. It should be right where it's supposed to be, hopefully.
Well,
let's hope.
You know.
See, I kind of still need this because wherever this planes in, that is where my line is.
Yeah, you need to snap your line.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Correct you are. I don't think we're that far off. Okay. So it's just kind of arbitrary. I don't really care. I'm just going to go 1'3", 3'3", 5'3", 7'3". Okay. That is where our truss is going to line up. So we'll put a screw here, screw there, and then we'll just keep feeding them underneath. Now, just to make sure we're somewhat... Okay. I know you're going to say... Probably whatever you're going to say, I don't know. But this purlin's kind of jacked.
Okay. that's, I don't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't change me.
Are you sure?
What I think.
I can't get it. That'll work. Whatever. That look pretty good straight.
I don't know. Hit it.
You good? Mm-hmm. All right. Good enough. Grab the next one. Slide it uphill. Center it on your string. And then we'll plumb it down. You like it?
Yep.
All right. Look at that. Look at that.
Nice. We're cooking with butter now.
Let me do this for me.
Sorry.
I mean, it's definitely easier than having to do all the math and figuring out rafters and all that. But I do like the idea of being able to lay out where you want it perfectly, like get exactly level, get exactly all that, you know, and then just filling it versus like that truss has like a bow in it, you know. You're kind of
whatever.
You're kind of stuck with whatever. Oh no, it moved. What are we gonna do? Oh no, it moved again. Okay, whatever.
It's the grain.
Yeah.
Obey the grain.
Obey the grain, dude.
Oh, I went a little far on that one.
Yes, you did.
So actually it needs to go. I don't know if I did that. Did it?
Yeah, it's good. And we're right on our line. I mean, within, you know what though, I guess yeah. This could actually just go.
It could.
I don't know what the math is yet until we measure over.
The math is the math.
No. I mean, I don't know. Like, see, this is supposed to be downhill, I think.
Oh, geez.
Like that, see? So we got to straighten it out a little bit, but we're just getting them tacked in place. It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, don't even worry about this one. We're gonna get a side of sheathing on, laid out, and then that'll square everything up.
Just how's that again?
I'm gonna have to do the math on the pitch cut, and we'll get one pitch cut kind of. We got to do two things. We got to hit this, but then we also got to hit this. I'm 11.5, so let's say 10.5. Okay, and then hold me. Hold me here.
On the edge of the truss?
Yeah, edge of the truss.
So what if I did this and then you hooked me?
Yeah, okay. So 10.5 and 9.5. 10.5, 9.5. 10.5, 9.5. Now we'll do the math. We'll see how accurate that is. That would be 10.5 rise, 9 inch run, 14.3 9/16. Actually, 46.77 is actually a really memorable 412 valley cut. 46.5 is like kind of.
Okay.
Wait, what was my 14.3 9/16? 14.3. All right, let's double check this. Let's see what we got. This is in a perfect square world. This is what we would be, is 14.3 and 9/16, Greg. And you're just burning 14.3. There's my mark. So there's my snap. I don't know if you can see it, but there's my snap line coming through right there. And there's 14.3. All right, let's go ahead and use that measurement, Greg. We'll get one cut here. Okay. So let's see, where does this go?
Well,
here, this is just gonna go here. So hold me on that mark, okay?
Yep.
So wherever.
We need to get this piece in first, don't we?
No, it don't matter. We can do one or the other. It don't matter. So hold me this, Greg, where the OSB hits the 2x4.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go like 87 and a quarter. All right, 87 and a quarter long point, and then we'll do our pitch cut, and that should give us this first sheet, then we get the next sheet, blah, 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 blah. Holy cow, that was amazing. I set it on there and it was like...
Right on?
I mean, close, yeah.
Either way.
Very close.
Put something underneath that.
I already got it, brother. All right, let's go check it before we cut more. Suppose that's a good sign.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, except for this, too high. We're like on the edge, not the... That makes sense. I'm an idiot. I had you measure to where it touched, but I actually didn't want that because that would mean... I had you measure where this touched down.
Uh-huh.
Which is fine, but that's not the point that I cut. That would be if we beveled it. Does that make sense?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, hold. That'll work. Are you good on your string line?
I'll tell you in a second. I should be. Yes.
Okay.
Dude, how is that on my pouch? You put that there?
No. I did not. Yo. I don't, because that's actually not far off from where it's going to be. Like right there. Does that make sense?
Yep. Because that should die, the top of that should die into that snap line.
Yeah, I mean, I need to go a little bit further, but not much.
Looks good from under here. And that should be where those sheathing kind of planes in as well, right?
Yes. Got it?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're off on our angle bias.
That is where that should plane into right there. And we're off just a little bit. But I can't change that much because that's where the center of our truss is. So it could be a simple, like, there could be a slight bow in this truss. Does that make sense? But we do know we got to cut this back. I'll do that once I get this. No. Oh, back there. You can see your nail.
Yeah, I know. I was just kind of right there, probably. Let me get the
Looks pretty good to me, dude. Yeah, I got no problem with that.
This is brutal out.
Looks about pretty much right where we wanted it. Would you agree?
Close, pretty close.
There.
The other side worked, and I did the same thing.
That might work.
I don't know.
Okay, let's snap our line, brother. I should have put chalk in this. I keep forgetting.
So this is going into the same mark?
Yeah, you're going to the high mark, the new one that we made.
The new one.
I mean, this really doesn't mean anything, actually. I don't really care about this.
It just helps get our measurements.
No, not really. Because this isn't something I measure off of. This is the plane. This is really just to figure out where this goes. Which even then, I don't really care that much, do I?
Nope, the piece is just going to go down to there.
Yeah. Yep. I'm more or less going to be doing something like this. Gosh, that's like
pretty good.
pretty darn good. Plate into that. Let's see. So we're gonna give myself an 8. We'll go 69 and 3/8.
69 3/8.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, that's the top side. Whew. Oh, see? Made enough of these mistakes. I need the bottom measurement. 69.
Should be 69 3/8, yeah?
Yeah, it will work. I wanted to make sure because I don't want to make a mistake. So we're going to go 43 3/4. So wherever this angled line hits 43 3/4, then it will go straight across. You remember 43 3/4?
Forty-three 3/4.
Okay. So that should be, take the scrap piece and the little track. I don't need the big track.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Got it. So nervous, dude. Just want it to fit. We gotta come.
Yeah, I gotta come down. I mean, that looks, other than the fact that it's hitting that sheathing there.
Which makes sense because it's cut out freaking past.
Yeah, we need to take off whatever that angle was.
Well, no, we need to take off. It's too far out, buddy.
Because that should have been our bottom
Yeah. Yep.
measurement. And then on our 412.
Yeah. Yep. So I just need to take, I can either take some of this or this. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter, yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. Maybe there's a reason why we don't cut sheathing with the saw.
Wait.
You know?
Nah. I think it was pretty. It's pretty much.
Pretty much need something else.
No, I don't think it's. I don't know what it's hitting.
I mean, I'm like,
No,
right
I don't.
there.
I'm not hitting, brother. So I don't know.
I think it's hitting right where that purlin is.
Yeah, it's hitting that stupid purlin. I knew we should just cut it all off, but it'll give us something to nail to, right? Try it again. There we go.
You know,
sometimes feel like a nut. $7-footer, -3/4.
let me go see what it is. Take her uphill.
Oh, that's definitely off.
I just think the way that those trusses are sitting, and then based off of where the peaks are in comparison to our eaves, are just different.
Yeah.
Have to be.
It doesn't really matter, other than I just would like it to look a little nicer than that. This just feels like it's gotten a little cobbled up, and I'm not really a fan of that. It kind of makes me a little unhappy. But the problem is when you're dealing with a pre-made engineered truss design, and the design was made on a computer and then built and then sent out here, it doesn't always equate to what is built here. Like, we take a lot of care into making things as good as possible, but the nature of it is the trusses can have bellies in them, they can have sags in them, they can have crowns in them. The lumber is not perfect. And then you throw on top of the trusses purlins that can have crown and sags and all that other stuff. And then when you try to put these right where you want them, it doesn't always line up. So the important things is that the peak is lined up, that is level, that is good, so that when somebody is standing out here, they look across this ridge cap and it's level. And then also the birds that are flying over, they're gonna see a nice straight ridge, okay? In here, what is happening is we think that there's some anomaly that we can't 100% put our fingers on. It's probably a height issue, and where we snapped our line for our valley, we're probably a 1/4 inch, maybe a little bit too high through here. So what is that? I don't know. At the end of the day, we're gonna have a nice solid valley set that we can run our metal valley pan on. That metal valley pan is gonna be straight. It's gonna be exactly from that point, which is level to our ridge, to that point down there, which is level to the fascia where it dives into the roof. So that's really all we can do. It's frustrating for me because, you know, it's kind of a fun thing to do, to make things work out and then just go together. And when they don't, it kind of is annoying, but oh well. How's that, Neil? Okay. These are good. Let's give us a little some. Before I do that, just gonna do this and then nail through it into the. Yeah, perfect. Okay. It's like I said, the important stuff. We got a nice straight line from there to there, and we got a nice straight line on our ridge, and it's level. Could that have been done easier? Yeah, I think even the way we do it normally, with just putting some 2x12 sleepers on the roof, doing a couple rafters, or in this case, I wouldn't have done probably any rafters. I would just ram purlins right out to this sleeper. It would have been pretty easy, but I thought, you know what, we're gonna just let the truss designer give us a valley set. Will I do this again in the future? I don't know. I'll let Greg make that decision. He's gonna build the entire next one himself.
By myself?
Yeah, dude.
What is the next one?
I don't know.
Wait, the next one's gonna be I can't do the next one by myself. I need your help.
I don't even know what the next one is, man.
A fancy one.
They're all fancy. I'm losing air. Yeah. 92 and a half.
92 and a half.
710 and a quarter.
The over must be different. Uphill? Right there, I would say.
Okay, so we're gonna wanna remove this sheet when we do our vapor dry underneath here, so we don't have to, maybe, we might end up just being like, dude, it's not that big of a deal, but just to give ourselves the option, we're just gonna tack this in place with a screw or 2 or 3, 4 maybe, I don't know. Just so it's done. Now let's go 46 and 5/8. I want that to get over there. Okay. 46. A lot of 46s and 45s. And now all the roof sheathing is done. Nice job. All right, guys, that's the roof sheathing. Took us 3 days in total. That's actually not a full 3 days, but yeah, now we get to put vapor dry on. So if you don't know what vapor dry is, we used it at my shop, fell in love with it, and it is, I think, a necessity to do something. If, you know, this is a house, we're gonna be putting an exposed fastener metal roof on, which means that there will be screws everywhere, which means that the chance for failure is always there. If we're not doing a leak-free standing seam roof that has 0 roof penetrations, there's always a chance there could be failure. So by putting a product underneath the metal roof that is self-healing, all those little screw holes that go in will self-heal, and if there's ever a bad washer on a screw and the homeowner doesn't decide to replace them every 30 years, they just wait till there's a failure, this will help mitigate any damage on the sheathing. And that's also why we went with WeatherLogic, is because it does have a barrier. It will be protected to a degree now when we're out here building and we got winter and rain and snow. We've had, you know, this got rained on about 1/2 inch the other day. Do you remember the job we did, Greg, that we didn't cover it? We used standard OSB.
Yeah, didn't we house wrap over it to try to protect it?
Yeah, it's just, if you're not using quality roofing products and then you try to screw a metal roof on top of it, it just doesn't go well. So this dense WeatherLogic is very good grab screws. So that's why we used it. Not necessarily because it's going to be protecting us for the life of the build from, you know, moisture. It will, but not going to have to do as much work because of vapor dry. I don't know how else to say it. Like, we got to do, you know, ice and water and all this stuff. So this whole thing is going to be covered with vapor dry. That'll become next, probably somewhere in the list of videos. We didn't know the timing of these porches, the concrete. We got lucky with this front porch. So that was another, you know, decision-making process that went into the WeatherLogic, is that we just didn't know how this was all gonna work. We're building in the middle of winter and it just protects us. But we got lucky because that concrete's done. We can now build that porch, which has another valley set that's gonna come on top of the roof. So anyway, I'm cold. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll catch you on the next one. I'll take that lift down, you take that lift down. Sound good? All right, let's get out of here, man.